Yeah, I bought that a long time ago.
Alright, let's go find coins.
Yeah, there we go.
Might as well make
I mean,
the
I
trip
should
worth
have it. That's in items, right?
Yeah. Oh, hey, there is literally one close by. Let's go to it. I'll go ahead and let's go ahead and ride my horse. Come here, Sadie.
Where is?
Don't worry. The mean man isn't gonna kill you again.
Yeah, metal detector. There we go. I find it funny that I have all these the bait for hunting animals, and I've never used them.
I don't think any of us have used the bait because it's like, well, what's the point? The animals just spawn in.
Too bad they don't have a system where you could sell stuff you don't need. Like,
Yeah,
you know, hey, there's a thing like a shop owner business would be kind of nice to have in this game. Sell the crap.
Yes, but that would require effort. You forget.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go. It's over here. Because apparently the idiots who own this house never think to look here. This one. It's in this one.
Yep, I see it.
It's like, the idiots here never think to buy it.
Are there any deals with Madame Nazar? We can make some extra pocket change.
No, not that I know of, but hey, if you get a full set, then we can sell it.
Those are always a highlight. Just whenever there was like
It's always satisfying.
Yeah. They tried.
Next.
It feels like they tried to salvage this game.
Here's my stance. It's like they were on the right track with the Frontier Pursuits. Had they, like, they started off strong. You know, they could have added more. Oh, hang on.
Nope. Okay. I was about to get off and shoot him, but okay.
Hang on.
Press charges.
It's like, alright, we're doing this now.
Yep.
Hang on.
It seems the loonies have escaped the asylum again in this game.
Yeah. You want me to? You know what? I'm kind of not in the mood for this bullshit, so I'll go deal with that.
Private servers would be such a great thing in this game.
Oh
no,
yeah,
but
they would be.
No, but Ari, they encourage PvP.
Here, you call your horse, and you hit.
Yeah, they spawned me too far because I parlayed.
Yeah.
I'll just follow the blue trail.
Quickly, follow the trail.
Even when I was streaming the quote-unquote funeral, there were already griefers. Thankfully, when Zach and Ollie, me and Ollie did it later in the day,
There we go.
Nobody interfered with us.
Idiots. There we go. Got them, idiots.
Idiots.
That did not take long. Alright, I'll go ahead and meet you at the... I'll go ahead and meet you at the next checkpoint.
Yep.
Actually, head over here. Head over here. Stay away from Valentine, okay?
Because the guy's still there?
Yeah, because I noticed the way you have to go, you would have to go through Valentine.
Oh, god damn it. Okay. Fair enough.
What is with these fucking people?
Yeah.
I mean, it's an open world game. I think the reasoning is that, well, it's like it's an open wasteland, you know, everything's fair game like the old West was, but at the same time it's like the community is divided. You got the GTA players that are always hungry for action, but then you got the people that are like, oh, you know, I like the 1800s.
The people who
like
are
the
probably
somber.
mad, who are mad at the fact that they didn't. You got people who are mad at the fact that they didn't add stuff, so they're taking that anger out on other people. All right.
Yeah, they grossly misunderstood their audience. You got the GTA players, and then you got the role players like us who just want like a more chill, laid back experience.
All right. Yeah, we're good. I just killed both of them once, and then they
ran away.
Yeah, they ran off. I don't think they expected me to retaliate. All right. Let me go ahead and set a new waypoint for us.
So you have chosen the way of pain.
Here we go. You want to ride with me, so that we, and I'll just have the horse do its own.
Fair enough, sure.
Oh, wait a minute, hang on. Do you have a gun in your second holster?
This one doesn't have the... This is the disguise outfit, so it doesn't have the holster.
But it has it, though. On my screen, at least.
I only have one gun, the sidearm.
Here, walk up to your horse, and you should be able to equip a second gun by going to your inventory.
Oh, there. Yeah, I got that. Alright.
Yeah.
And there we go. 2 Schofields.
2 Schofields, because you're such a fancy guy. Alright.
I want Patrick to... I want like, when he's playing the disguise part, I want him to kind of act like, that character from The Music Man. You know, just like a really jolly fella, you know, like he's there to sell some wares. It's like, yeah, can I interest you in some fine booze there, sir? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. 5 pennies worth. Penny for your thoughts, man. You know, that kind of a thing. Just like a good businessman. Like, nobody suspects he's there. He's just there to make a pretty penny or two and share up some stories or whatever. Yeah, I sell something in Kentucky. Yeah, that was good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Bonafide electrified monorail. I was in Blackwater the other day. Sold on this fancy new trick called a computer.
You could say his main outfit for the comic. It could be like after the 4 of them get acquainted together. You know, Zach gives him a couple dollars to go buy himself a proper outfit, like something that he'll wear instead of a stupid disguise.
Bonafide electrified monorail. What's that? Say it again. Monorail. Monorail.
I swear, I keep thinking
about... Is there a chance the track could bend? Not in your life, my Hindu friend.
The ring came off my pudding can. Take my penknife, my good man. Have you been sent here by the devil?
I keep thinking
No, fine, sir. I'm on the level.
I swear, I can't stop thinking about, like, how often Ollie... he doesn't go for normal, he goes for exotic.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, it's like, his character's like, oh yes, she's French and, you know, a ninja.
She's a French, Canadian, Taiwanese, Japanese, Chinese superstar.
Like, anything...
she's every form of Asian.
You just really want to make your main character the main focus, don't you, Ollie?
It's like she's everything except American / English / you know.
It's like, Ollie, you see this box here? Stay inside of it. You're scaring people.
Like, remember when we were talking about it with Ollie? Like, I forget what it was. Like, he wanted to do... There was something he wanted to do with you, and he...
Yeah, oh, it was a story. Yeah, it was a story. He was writing a story. He wanted me to be a crazed Vietnam veteran.
No. Like, you be a crazed Vietnam veteran? No.
Vietnam veteran that fought aliens.
Yeah, I was just, you know, it's been a long time since he brought that up, so I should ask him, how's that story going?
You probably dropped it because you weren't going for it.
Yeah, it's a little out there for me.
It's one of them. It's a little bit too insane.
It's a little bit too insane.
I seen these one here in Louisville. There's a great statue, cougar and the deer. Predator.
That's coming from us, the fucking degenerates.
I mean, hey,
it's a little too insane.
I mean, hey, at least our guys' backstories make sense, you know.
Yeah, like mine's pretty basic to understand. He's just master thief, criminal,
my guy,
a pervert and a leper at best. He's just kind of a like,
my guy. Yeah, my guy, he was a factory boy that got, accused of being an outlaw, or being a murderer, and as a result is forced to live like an outlaw,
Right.
So and I'm pretty sure Cormac's backstory is easy enough to understand.
Half Canadian, half Native American. What's there to understand?
Yeah.
Well, Well, you also got to explain his deep hatred towards the U.S. military.
They fucking killed his mother. What more do you need?
Exactly. See, there you go. That's
See,
easy
like,
to understand.
That's what I like about it. Like, it's short, it's simple, 5 words or less, and it always got like 7 paragraphs.
It'd be hilarious. Fucking just So what's your edgy backstory? Half Canadian, half Native American. That's about it. Come on, man. Tell the truth.
You know what we got? You know what we should do right now? I want to hear us try and make our backstories as needlessly long as we can. Like Zach was a fox. Half was partially fox. You know.
Zach was a fox who was raped by 20 dicks.
Patrick's would just be like Patrick's lore would just be like the copy paste of the mouse species Wikipedia. Mouse was an offshoot of this particular animal species. Zach
was born in Detroit, Michigan, which was originally founded in 1701.
As you see here, the Patrick lineage dates back to the Middle Ages, 1556, at the signing of the Magna Carta. And Patrick was there. Some say he might have been time travel, but can't say for sure. There was a lot of Patricks back then.
Shut up.
There's implication that he might have been the early sign of Doctor Who.
And meanwhile, as we're riffing like this, Ollie would probably take it as an insult and get all like...
Yeah, he probably would.
I mean, we'll find when we get to that part. We'll see if like his story. I think we're like still 50% sure of what we got in mind. We got the basics down. Now we just gotta find, like in my head, I gotta like sit down and do like the script or come up with something that we can all work on together.
What I want it to be, like, if I could put in my 2 cents, like, while they are aware of the people that are after them, you could say, like, they don't know why, but they've come up with a plan to be like, you know, let's try and make whatever money we can, try and help people around us, and maybe if we make enough cash, maybe we can clear our names, you know? And then once they find out what the people that are after them want,
should I tell Cryptic about that one idea we had with Cormac?
You mean one where... Are you talking about where after they break you out? Or break Patrick out, I mean?
I don't want Cryptic to find us the wrong way. It was the axe throwing story you told us. That was just kind of become like, okay, you told us one story about how you walked into a bar with players and you threw, like, they were interacting with each other, like, just kind of minding their own business. I don't know if it was players or NPCs. I think you said players, right? And then you kind of, like, walked up to them menacingly and you just kind of gave them that look, and they were getting ready to jump you for some business, like, you know, what players do in this game. But you responded with throwing the tomahawk or, like, an axe on the table or the floor, and it got them to shut up in your, I think, what was your story. And we had, I think I joked with Zach about this. One of the ideas would be like, we hear your character say that story, and Patrick is like immediately sold on it because Cormac's, you know, he's got the look. He's built like sandbag, like he's built, like he's jacked. And he's like, Zach is like not so sure, but Patrick's like, yeah, all right, I can see that. I can see that.
You're hired.
Yeah, you're hired. You know, but Zach's not so sure. And then then it finally happens, right? But it's like a twist on the story. Like Patrick and Zach are being held up. Like there was like they have like a mission failure kind of thing. And Cormac, he shows up and he's ready to do it. Same scene as you described it, but it's like he kicks the door down. No, he breaks in. And it's not the scene exactly where it's like 2 players, but it's like it's the bad guy and they're being held up at gunpoint. So there's like 4 other guys in there, and they're all aiming at Patrick and Zach. And Patrick's like, "All right, we're saved. All right, let's go." Cormac steps in, grunts, just heaves menacing, throws the axe on the floor, or something just menacing. Nothing happens. Like, they're just not intimidated, and they all point the gun at Cormac. Just for a bit of comedy, like, they all point the gun at Cormac, and then Patrick's like, yeah, you heard he's tough. And Zach just like, but the way I would set it up is like the panels. It's like 3 copy paste panels, and Zach's just kind of like he leans forward and he starts rubbing his eyes like. Like
you know what? We could make it work in the story in the sense that like that distracts the. Did she just vanish?
She died.
She was here.
She's a ghost.
No, it's that YouTube poop where it's like the person screams and just vanishes.
But yeah, I wasn't sure if you get like mad about that, but it'd be like kind of like a jokey version of that. It's like, oh yeah, Cormac's gonna save us all, and then like,
what you could say,
all the other guys like point the gun at Cormac, and Patrick's like, anytime now he's gonna kick all their asses. He's gonna do it, right? You got it, Cormac. I'm rooting for you. Something like that.
What I would say what we could have it do is like the gunmen point. They point their guns at Cormac, and Cormac does put his hands up initially, but that gives Zach and Patrick a chance to grab their guns, start shooting back, and that'll give Cormac the chance to fight. Here's what I'm thinking.
Honestly, I had this funny thought when you mentioned it. It's like they point the guns at him, nearest guy. That the guy that's nearest to Cormac just turns his head and looks at him. He goes, well, I tried. Grabs the dude as they start firing, just uses him as a human shield, and just throws him into his buddies.
Do it. All right, I'm sold. Let's do that.
Just like, well, I tried. Time for the hard way.
But yeah, like that's my thought process. I would say like if we're going by the logic that Patrick is brand new to the frontier and he's never done this kind of stuff, I would like it to be. I think what we should do is that Zach, Cormac, and Julia are already experienced quick draw. You know, they already know how to quick draw, but they have to help Patrick get into that marksman.
Yeah, the way I set it up is that Patrick is between him and Vinny would be the one that would be up to to Zach and Cormac's snuff as far as like gunslinger, like way out in the prairie, the Old West vibe. Patrick's a little bit, he's more used to the conventional city, Victorian buildings, like everything was like industrial.
It was more close quarters.
Yeah, close quarters.
So he didn't have to worry about aiming.
Yeah, so Patrick, he's nerfed in this territory, so that gives you guys like a big like leverage against him. Like I'm making it so that everybody, I want to make sure that it's a comic that everybody gets, their moment. Like Patrick may have like the outclass skills, but it's still gonna be like, it's not just it's a Patrick story. It's not like a sequel to the comic. It's like it's still Zach, Cormac, Ollie, Julia. Yeah, Julia, and then Patrick's. He's there. He's kind of like the Stallone, but everybody else gets their top billing too as well. It's not a lopsided credits thing. I forget so is it in the building?
It'd be funny. It's like that one moment where it's like Patrick's trying to find a way to weasel his way out of going into like a situation that screwed them up. Everyone's just calmly sitting in the carriage, and he's like, "Hey, something? I know what I'll do. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go find us some extra muscle. I'm just gonna get out of the carriage. The next stop, and right in the middle of his tirade, Cormac, without saying a word, just slams his tomahawk into the bench, sits back down, doesn't say a word, just sits down."
Cormac looks at him and is just like, "You talk too much. you talk too much. You say a lot of things, funny mouse man, but you talk too much."
He just goes, "We ride together, we die together. That's the rules of the West, buddy."
See, I still like the idea
this is
that
insane.
I still like the idea that Patrick, basically once they all nearly get arrested or killed, and Zach basically confronts Patrick on it, and Patrick basically openly admits to Zach and all three, and Cormac and Julia, that he's not really worried about their well-being.
Yeah, Patrick is that kind of guy to be very honest with you guys in that regard. He's Like even in the old comics, he does not treat Vinny very well. So it's pretty obvious. Like Vinny's like kind of in a tight spot. He's like he can't get rid of Vinny because he kept him around, but at the same time,
also because he's kind of the only friend he's got.
And maybe it's like Vinny knows too much, so he has to keep him there, and he has to keep Vinny happy. Otherwise, he's gonna he's gonna go with Beverly and write the tell-all book. It's like, okay, well, here's all Patrick's hideouts, his lackeys, all the people he's worked with.
Vin, it's like, Patrick, since we're about to die, I'm just gonna say you're probably the biggest asshole I've ever met in my life. Oh, well, fuck you too. You're also probably the only closest thing I can call to a friend. Oh, well, thank you.
In the comic,
he's just completely like,
In the comic, I would picture like Zach, Cormac, and Julia. Like after they all have a big argument with Patrick. Zach would eventually just be like, all right, fine. You know what? I'm done. I watched your ass for the longest time. I'm not doing that anymore. You're not.
Yeah.
You think that you're gonna You think you can handle this kind of life? You're not gonna last more than a day out there.
And Patrick just be like, well, that's a chance. I'm a quick learner. I'm gonna find out everything I need.
And then he gets caught 12 hours later.
Yeah.
I'm a masterful thief. I learn, I thrive, I adapt. A few seconds later.
Shit.
Yeah, that's him.
We got a grizzly.
Cormac just
we
like,
got a grizzly, hurry!
Oh god, I shot the wrong thing.
Cormac's like immediately in the sheriff's
shot
office
the wrong
the next town over.
fucking thing. I was aiming for the fucking... Where the fuck did... It was trying... I shot the wrong fucking animal. Did you get it?
You know, it'd be funny.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, I shot it. Do you see the bear?
You know, it'd be funny. It's like the case of, I don't need you guys. I can survive on my own. I thrived out in Britain. I don't need any help. I can easily take care of myself. A few hours later, next town over, he's inside of a prison cell as Cormac's staying there with the butch counting off some money for his bail. Here you go. Thanks.
Yeah.
He's just calmly just counting off. Here you go.
I brought this up to, I don't know if we talked about this with you, Cryptic, but I'm thinking like for the breakout, because yeah, the three of them are gonna break them out. I think like Zach and Cormac would disguise themselves as government officials there to transport Patrick to Saint Denis so he can be taken to the gallows. And
we're here for the moron you just brought in. You're gonna have to be a little more specific.
Do I need to explain this to you? I'm here for that mouse right there.
Patrick's in the jail cell just watching you guys overact, and Patrick's just like,
well, he wouldn't recognize them right away. It's not until he gets in the carriage and Julia's sitting there as she waves to him before he realizes that it's them. It's like Zach's like. It's like, do I need to shoot you in the foot to get you to understand my point of view? Oh, sir, listen. It's like, I will shoot the other foot if you don't listen to what I said. He comes with us right now. You understand? Johnson, go grab the prisoner, throw him in the carriage.
Johnson & Johnson.
That will be Zach and Cormac.
I'm Agent Johnson. This is my cohort, Agent Johnson. Both me and him at the same time. No relation.
No relation.
Now listen. Johnson, go put him in the carriage. And I will be talking to your superior after this. I'm very disappointed in your professionalism, sir. Good day.
It'd be hilarious. A little reference to that tried and true Indiana Jones joke. A bunch of outlaws are fighting Cormac and the crew on a fucking train. No one in the next few cars over, just hearing the scuffle. Right before the scuffle ends, Cormac throws the last guy off the train. Everyone stares at him, sees the cabin's occupied. No ticket.
No ticket. Oh god, yeah.
That's all he says. No ticket. Immediately everyone starts trying to pull out their tickets.
Yeah. We could have something like that, actually. Yeah, I like that.
I wouldn't mind that.
It's just, everyone looks up at him as he's standing there covered in blood with some, like, tears in his clothes. No ticket.
There we go.
All right, get back on the horse with me, and we'll.
It keeps switching the left gun on the probably because I didn't initially set it to the holster because it keeps switching to like the cattle field and the Schofield for some reason.
Cattleman.
Cattleman.
Actually, why don't we go? Actually, Madame Nazar. She's actually right by camp. So why don't we fast travel to camp and we'll go see her.
I do remember the one ending that we had is where Patrick actually, like, he gets his comeuppance towards the bad guy and he's able to, he poses as somebody who's, like, in charge of the criminal records of, like, Patrick and Zach and all that up until then, and he actually helps destroy the evidence. Because that's how the webcomic reboot's going to have it, to where it's like he's killed the detective Beauregard that's been, you know, they've been having that massively long rivalry for years, you know, like Holmes and Moriarty. And Patrick actually dons the disguise of the detective, basically wiping him off. Like, he assumes he takes over the identity of the detective, and that's when the story takes into place. So it's like, Patrick is pretty smart. He doesn't leave a paper trail.
That's
Keep
why
everything completely under wraps.
I mean, I still kind of like the idea. I still like the idea of, like, Zach and Patrick, you know, they go in disguised as policemen, while delivering the bad guy, claiming he's the Patrick they've been after.
Oh yeah, that was it. The switcheroo. It's like the yeah, there we go. It's implied that maybe like we show a scene where Patrick is actually like as like
Kaiser Soze style.
Yeah, he takes like they have maybe like a whatever home that they're sharing at the time, and like they see Patrick just kind of like at a like
fast travel back to camp.
They see Patrick at like this kind of like a lab, like a little physicist sort of thing. Your camp, right?
Yeah.
All right, and then it's like Zach walks in, or Cormac or somebody walks in. It's like, oh, what are you doing over there? It's like Patrick's like, shh, I'm working on my medicine, and he's actually just working on the disguise to make like an actual version of himself, but it's actually like the knocked out version of the bad guy. It's like, oh, it's a carbon copy, my greatest work yet, or something like that. I mean, like Zach could be like a little bit disturbed. It's like, oh, you have no idea what I'm capable of, Zach.
It's like
I've avoided many rivals with this technique.
I was thinking that the bad guy would have been claimed dead, you know, that's why no one was able to find him.
that could work too. Yeah, actually that's a good idea.
It's like, yeah, that because he was burned during the train accident, you know, then they could pass it off as that's Patrick, but the industrialist is dead.
You can't just leave me here.
Here, follow me. You wanted to see Madame Nazar, see if she's got the thing.
Yeah.
For you.
I just thought the coldest thing that like you all have your moments near the end when the guy's like dying in the fucking train wreck. He's like, you can't leave me here.
Well, no, he's not dying in the train wreck. He's been burned, and so they all use that to their advantage and basically make it seem like that's actually Patrick. He lost the ability to speak, so you know.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say like just for a cold moment, just straight up motherfucker goes like, you can't just leave me here like this.
Actually,
Cormac just kind of looks at you guys for a second, pulls out his white, you know, the pistol with the white grip, the one that's actually like the lighter one instead of the black one, flips it open, drops all the bullets, leaves one in there, throws it to him, and he goes, be creative. And then as they turn to leave, he actually tries to shoot them, misses, and just goes, and that's when he starts burning, and he just goes, picks up his gun, puts it back in the holster, picks up the bullets he dropped. I said be creative.
Yeah, the Lone Ranger mask is in here, 21 gold.
Yeah.
It is.
You realize if you actually got all the stuff together, you could probably recreate his outfit.
Yeah, it is possible. I'm sure there's like
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I have seen it.
So yeah, I guess if you absolutely want it, it's probably gonna cost you.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. Like I said, I'm getting paid. I could probably grab a couple gold bars off the thing. What was it? 25 gold bars for like what?
For $10, yeah, $10.
That's reasonable. Like $10 isn't much. That I don't mind.
All right.
It's like I mean, like I can't make a Vinny like character slot, but like I can at least, you know, Patrick could wear that for some occasions or something.
You know, it'd be funny. He walks out wearing the Lone Ranger style mask when he's like getting his outfit on, and we all just kind of look at him and I go. And he's like, "What? Is this what outlaws wear here?"
Nah, that would be a Vinny thing. That would be a Vinny thing. Patrick wouldn't want to wear that.
Here, let's go do a free roam mission.
Alrighty.
Like just something
stupid.
simple.
But
yeah,
it looks stupid.
But yeah, like.
Oh no, they come out of the dresser, right? They're like, okay, well we need good look for this if we're gonna do our first like heist together to raise up some noise around this town. We go in, come out. We got one guy dressed up as 50s Marty McFly from Part 3. We got the Lone Ranger, and we got like Injun Joe from Tom Sawyer. And it's like, no.
One of us has to change.
I had to show.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to show you this, Ari. See the tie I have around my neck. See that?
You need to zoom in. Yeah, I see that.
Oh yeah, I'm sending this to the chat, Ari. Give me a sec. This is
cool.
This is kind of my whip appearance of my Samoan guy.
But yeah, this
Silva.
thing. But yeah, this thing can double as a like it looks like a neck.
So far,
it just looks like a neck.
Changes.
Wait,
it just looks like a necktie.
Is there a way to put that on? I'm trying to. There is a way to put that on, right? The neckerchief.
Your bandana. The bandana, yeah, but it gets rid of whatever tie you're wearing.
Oh damn. Okay. All
right,
I'll check.
That's kind of why I went. That's kind of why I went with this because it looks like a necktie, like in this, and then when I pull it up, it's like now I have my mask on. And that's what Zach wears. I'm gonna add that to the comic.
Let's see here.
All right, what have we got? Give me a moment. I'm gonna see if these guys are still in the map.
My friend MMT might join the server at some point to do VR chat.
I have no idea who that is.
Long-time client of mine, best buds. I told him that the Grinlin character that Vin got and the one that I'm probably gonna buy at some point, he's modding it to add like a shoulder ride function so we can just run around like fools, like I'm riding his shoulder. He's holding my legs or something like that. That would be a cute thing for selfies and photos and shit on VR. If I buy it for, it's like $20, but I might give him like a $5 tip, and then after that you can retexture it, modify it any way you want. You just can't let people clone it or have it. Like you can't, redistribute it. It's like you gotta keep it to yourself. So I'm probably gonna turn off clone avatars after that.
All right, we're on our way. Are you gonna? You're gonna let the guy?
He was going too slow.
I honestly like the slow pace. It's like I'm riding shotgun.
Alright, I'll let him have it.
And besides, it makes it easier to shoot,
And chat.
You can aim.
So we got Steven Steele fighting Gemini Steel. Rusty's boys.
They're gonna fight the tank.
Yep, 2-on-1 elimination handicap. With the caveat being there is gold at the end of the rainbow depending on who wins. If Rusty's boys wins, Rusty can decide if they want to go for either belt. But if Steven Steele wins, Cryptic gets to decide what belt he can have him compete for Steven Steele.
Hey, by the way,
we need to get the Phantom in at some point too.
Yeah, I deleted some space, so I can probably add him in now. I'm gonna have I gotta pick a day when JR, Rusty, and the guys can tune in so we can at least wrap up universe mode. Just get that out of the way.
Okay, bad guys are running away for some reason.
They knew we were coming.
Don't worry about it.
As soon as they saw us, it's like they booked it.
Yeah.
Like, oh fuck this shit.
Like, look, you can see them still running.
Oh my god.
It's like, all right, the guys are running. We don't have to chase them. Cormac chucks a tomahawk in one of their backs. Sorry, my finger slipped. Just my finger slipped.
One of these days,
when
I
this
feel
wagon
like
goes up to 88 miles per hour, if it can hit 88 miles per hour.
Remember when fucking they brought in like Doc Brown in the fucking 1,000 Ways to Die in the West movie?
Million Ways to Die in
that
the
was
West.
a cute Easter egg. I like that.
And
yeah.
it was actually him.
That was the only good thing about that movie.
I might give it a watch.
Hey, what you got there?
Weather experiments.
Weather experiment. I'm gonna go fight the Nazis, Marty. Tell them a piece of my mind. Marty,
right.
I need to kill every Tannen in the timeline, Marty.
Not again. Not again.
I need to destroy every Tannen in the lineage, Marty. If you're not with me, Marty, you're against me. Don't make me destroy the McFlys.
God, fucking Doc just gets mad with power.
I'm God now, Marty. I'm God now.
Marty, you don't understand. I'm God. I'd make Hitler if I wanted to. I could go back in time to the primordial soup and ejaculated it.
Wait.
I could.
Okay,
like
this is
he
gonna,
straight
this
up
is,
just goes insane. Like I could go back in time.
I guess if you want to ride, because I don't know if it's like you keep. It's either your guy's too slow or you. Or
fuck this shit. We're cranking up the speed here, man. We gotta go fucking initial. We gotta go initial D on this shit. This is taking too long.
Vu.
Whoa! There we go. All right, here.
As he nearly crashed.
Let's go, bitches! Let's go!
No, that's what you're supposed to say. Let's go!
Let's go!
Let's go! So hard that our voice cracks.
Silva. I think I might have gotten Silva's look down. Just something outlandish, but not too outlandish. Give him his own look.
This guy's really slow. So I can speed up the pace, man. That's when there's a rotten egg! Let's go!
Okay.
Yeah, I got turbo boost on my wagon, alright?
You're going the wrong way.
Oh, there we go. That's fucking good! I did some drifting, here we go. Yeah, bitches, see you at the finish line, motherfuckers!
Fucking Ari just goes full moist critical there.
Yeah, boy!
In the town of our freedom. Holy shit, it's a big flaming iron on his hip. In the town of our freedom. I still can't get over the giant iron. That's still a funny ass movie.
Yeah, I love that.
You know what? You might be able to save me some time.
Wait.
Oh God.
No, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Did you get disconnected?
No, I guess you did.
What? No! What the fuck? What the? Oh, because I went too far ahead. What the fuck is this? No! What? That's what I get. That's what I get. This like 5 minutes ago. I was like, yeah, bitches, I'm gonna see at the finish.
Oh, you know what? I'll go ahead and get a different section.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck? God,
give me a moment.
I was right under the bridge too. God damn it!
Here, Here, I'll be right back. I gotta go grab my charger.
Oh, that is bullshit.
Bullshit.
Old habits return.
That's that's clippable right there. It's just like, yeah, bitches, I'm gonna fucking go first place on your asses. And then your posse has abandoned the mission. No! No! Why? Well, I mean, okay, I guess I could set this on fire now, since, I mean...
Alright, hold on, I'm gonna get a picture. I'm gonna get a proper picture of what I got now.
Patrick was never here. Zach disappeared. In fact, actually, no, not only did Patrick, not only did Zach disappear in this reality, but so did his wagon.
I just don't like giving my wrestlers facial hair. I don't know, it just looks dumb. Like, everything...
Oh, man.
Hold on, I'll send you the image.
I love the finale to that stream. Ari and Rocky were on the ladder. I hit him with the ladder RKO. But instead of going for the ladder, my guy...
TKO.
The TK, yeah, or the high voltage from the ladder.
The dynamic knockout.
Yeah. Freaking if my guy had turned around, he would have got to the ladder, but he went to pick up Rocky.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
We heard you, Ari. You know that there was no such thing as see you at the line, bitches, in 1902.
Now I know clipped out of reality. And, like Zach he's pulling up under the bridge, all of a sudden boop, you just see the wagon disappear.
Alright, I sent you I am sending 3 images to the chat of what I've got for Silva.
Alright.
This is at least the current design I have.
Alright.
Hold on a minute. Well, this is without his clothes. I'm just working on the... Because, you know, he's Simone, you gotta have that ink.
Yeah.
But here's the thing I would need to ask. With the goatee or no?
Alright, 1 sec. Let me clip that.
1 second just went by.
I knew